So hello and welcome to Module 9, Address Resolution topic of our Introduction to Networks. So in this module, we explain how yung Address Resolution Protocol and Neighbor Discovery Protocol enable communication on a network. So ito yung mga topic objectives, no? Compare the role of MAC address and the IP address. Describe the purpose of address resolution protocol in IPv4 and describe the operation of IPv6 neighbor discovery protocol. So MAC address and IP address. Destination on the same network. So there are two primary addresses assigned to a device on an Ethernet LAN. Ito yung layer 2 physical address or MAC address. MAC address is used for NIC-to-NIC communication on the same Ethernet network. At yung isa pa ay layer 3 logical address or kung tawagin ay IP address. So, used to send the packet from source device to the destination device. So, layer 2 addresses are used to deliver frames from one NIC to another NIC on the same network. If the destination IP address is on the same network, the destination MAC address will be that of the destination device. So, ibig sabihin nito, sa local area network, nag-usap halimbawa PC1 sa PC2. Ang laman ng ating Ethernet header ay source MAC address ng ating PC1 at destination MAC address ng ating PC2. So paano naman daw kung ang destination ay nasa remote network? So when the destination IP address is on a remote network, the destination MAC address is of that default gateway. Yan. So, ibig sabihin ganito, no? So, si PC1 daw ay magpapadala ng message kay PC2 which is nasa malayong network, Okay? So, tandaan natin, NIC to NIC ang MAC address, di ba? NIC to NIC. So, dahil masyadong malayo yung PC2, therefore, dito sa Ethernet header or frame header natin, dito sa PC1, ang magiging source MAC address natin syempre originally PC1, destination MAC address natin yung gateway natin, so siya yung sasalo ng responsibility na yon para mai-forward yung frame niyan sa kabilang link dito. So ARP is used by the IPv4 to associate the IPv4 address of a device with the MAC address of the device NIC. Sa IPv6 naman, ICMPv6 naman yung ginagamit niya to associate IPv6 address of a device with the MAC address of the device NIC. So pag-usapan natin yung proseso ng address resolution protocol. Ano nga ba ang ARP? A device uses address resolution protocol to determine the destination MAC address of a local device when it knows its IP address. Okay, so i-assume natin bagong setup itong ating network. Okay, may mga IP address. Of course, yung mga PC natin di pa niya kilala yung yung mga devices na yan. Pero tayo bilang user, alam natin kung ano yung IP address ng destination. So, ginagawa natin ping, From this host, piping natin yung IP address ito. Okay? So, usually, makikita natin sa ating command prompt ay reply from the destination IP address kaagad, Pero in reality, may ginagawa pa si host 1, So, nagbabato pa yan na naka-hold or naka-post yung ping. Tapos yan ay magtatanong sa buong network in broadcast sino si ganitong IP address. please send me your MAC address. No? Ganun yung message niyan. No? Okay, so magbabato yan ng ARP request. Ang ARP request kasi may broadcast MAC address yun. So tatamaan to, ito, at ito. Okay, halimbawa ito yung intended recipient natin. Nakita niya yung ARP frame, source IP, destination IP address niya. Okay. So magre-reply naman to ng ARP reply, no? Unicast na ito. Okay, rekta, no? Ibig sabihin ang i-reply niya yung IP address niya at yung kanyang MAC address papunta kay host 1, no? Ang gagawin ni host 1, i-record niya yun sa kanyang memory. Yung IP address to MAC address mapping. Yan, naka-record siya. So hindi naman siya tumatagal ng forever, no? Segundo lang yan. Pero naka-store siya dito para in case na mag-issue uli siya ng ping, rekta na, no? Naka-resolve na yung IP to MAC address. Rekta na kaagad yung ping natin dito. Yun din yung nagkakos kung minsan pagka first ping natin may request timeout tapos yung susunod na 3 packet ay reply na. Tapos pagka inulit nyo uli yung ping ninyo 100% success rate na siya dahil sa ARP. So ARP provides two basic functions, no? Resolving IPv4 addresses to MAC addresses, and then maintaining an ARP table of IPv4 address to MAC address mapping. So ARP functions. So to send a frame, a device will search its ARP table muna for a destination IP address and a corresponding MAC address. If the packet destination IPv4 address is on the same network, the device will search for the ARP table for the destination IP address. If the destination IPv4 address is on the different network naman, the device will search the ARP table for the IPv4 address of the default gateway. If the device locates the IPv4 address, its corresponding MAC address is used as the destination MAC address in the frame. Paano kung wala? No? By default, wala eh. If there is no ARP table entry, then the device will send an ARP request. Ang ARP request nga pala, broadcast yan, no? Using all-F destination MAC address. So, testingin natin, no? Dito sa ating network emulator, we can use Wireshark to capture yung frame or packets, no? And then on our Windows PC, pwede na tayo mag-issue rito ng ng ping. So, ping 192.168.1.200. So, nag-reply ka agad siya, no? So, check natin on our captured, no? Tapos, ito stop muna natin and then filter natin ARP. Yan, tignan nyo yung messaging niya rito, no? Kailangan ayusin natin. So ito yung unang ARP, naka-broadcast, ARP, who has the 192.168.1.200, please tell 192.168.1.100. Okay, so ito yung first packet capture natin. Check nga natin yung detail, no? Hindi pa nakalagay dito is MAC address, tignan nyo, source MAC address natin, MAC address po ito ni Windows. Okay, destination MAC address natin all F or broadcast. So type ARP sa data link layer, type ARP doon sa kanyang type field, ito naman yung kanyang message, no? Address resolution protocol or ARP request. Okay, Sender MAC address. Ito yung sender IP address. Target MAC address. Hindi niya alam no? So ilalagay niya 0. Target IP address is 1.200. And then we have our reply. So 192.168.200 is at this MAC address. Yan. So we have the source MAC address, destination MAC address. Okay, take note of the source MAC address natin, MAC address ni Linux. Destination MAC address ni Windows. Type ARP din siya. Check nga natin yung kabila. Type ARP 806. Yan, so dito naman sa pangalawang packet capture natin, nakalagay dito is address resolution protocol reply, ARP reply, no? Sender MAC address, IP is 1200 which is Linux. Target MAC address ni Windows and IP address ni Windows, no? Okay. And then ang gagawin ni Windows is to store it in its cache or cache, no? ARP ang command, to ARP -A ang command. Yan. To view the detail, no? Tingnan nyo yung 192.168.1.200 0C3732EB0000, no? Yan, nakamap na siya. So ito yung gagamitin niyang destination MAC address do sa frame. Yan, kapag nagpadala na tayo ng ping packet doon sa Linux PC natin. Mabilis, no? Mabilis yung pangyayari, kaya nakita natin dito reply kaagad. Removing entries, no, from the ARP table. Kay ano nga pala, kay packet tracer, ang command ay ARP-D lang, no? ARP-D, tapos deleted na lahat yun. Wala siyang option per individual individual ARP entry. Yan. Entries in the ARP table are not permanent and are removed when the ARP cache timer expires, no? After a specified period of time. The duration of ARP cache timer differs depending on the operating system. ARP table entries can also be removed manually by the administrator. Kunyari tanggalin natin ARP-D tapos yung IP address ng ating gateway. Teka lang. So requires elevation, so ibig sabihin kailangan daw ng administrator, no? CMD. So requires elevation, meaning run as administrator tayo. So ARP-D, sorry, oops, nabura ko lahat, no? Anyway, ARP-A. So try ulit natin mag-ping. ARP-D pala, pwedeng mabura lahat, no? Ping 192.168.1.200. ARP-A. Ping 192.168.1.1. ARP-A, no? So nagre-record siya ng entry. ARP-D, kunyari gusto ko lang tanggalin 192.168.1.1. Okay, ARP-A. So if you want to delete lahat ng ARP-D. Again, the duration of the ARP cache timer differs depending on the operating system. So you can research na lang kung gaano katagal yung ARP timer sa Windows at sa Linux. ARP table entries can also be removed manually by the administrator. Same command na pwede nyo gamitin sa Linux, no? ARP-A, no? ARP-D rin. Cisco iOS supports this command, no? Show IP ARP command displays the ARP table on the Cisco router. Show IP ARP. show IP ARP. Okay, kita natin dito, no? Itong first, nakikita nyo rito, IP address niya yan on its interface. So, wala siyang maximum aging time, no? So, hindi siya na-expire. And ito naman, internet, sa internet, IP address 1.100, 1 minute. Mamaya pwede na mabura yan, no? Yan, tapos ito yung kanyang entry. So itong ARP na ito, no, although normal operation ito sa ating local area network, kapag ka masyadong malaki or malawak yung ating broadcast domain, halimbawa, no, marami tayong switches na connect dito, mga 10 switches, no, nakakascade siya. Ito nag-send ng ping dito sa PC na to, yung ARP broadcast niya abot hanggang sa pinakadulong device niyo. Okay, so ARP request are received, no, and processed by every device on the local network. Excessive ARP broadcast can cause some reduction in performance. Although saglit lang siya, pero ang layo ng nararating. No? ARP reply can be spoofed by a threat actor, no, to perform an ARP poison attack. So ibig sabihin ito, so itong si attacker natin, pwede niyang lokohin yung mga computer dito. Magpapanggap siyang si gateway. Yan, ang gagawin niya, syempre dapat alam niya yung gateway address. Sabihin niya, ako si gateway router, ang MAC address ko ay MAC 0000C. Ibig sabihin MAC address niya, ibabato niya yan using ARP reply message. Okay. So ito ngayon, i-update niya ngayon yung kanyang ARP cache na may bagong entry. Although IP address ng gateway pero MAC address ito. So ano mangyayari? Kapag ito ay nag-browse ng Facebook or internet, so dadaan yung traffic niya dito. Tapos pupunta rito, papunta sa internet. Yung respond ng internet, pupunta rito. Babalik kay host A. No? So bali ganito siya. Kung i-draw natin siya, no? So, kunyari nag-Facebook. So, dumating dito yung kanyang traffic, no? So, ang gagawin ng computer na to, pass-through yan, no? Pass-through. Dadaan siya dito pag ganito. Then, yung reply packet natin, yari galing sa internet, papaganire. And then ibabalik dito kay client, no? Yan ang tinatawag na ARP poisoning, ARP spoofing attack. Okay, man in the middle ito. Ibig sabihin nakikita nito yung traffic na nangyayari. So kung syempre advanced user ito, no, pwede niya ma-manipulate yung content ng frame or makita yung activity, no, ng client, kunyari internet banking yan or kung ano pa man, no. So possibly makita niya yung content ng pinagagawa ng user. Enterprise level switches include mitigation technique to protect ARP against ARP attack. Ano? Yan. So pag-usapan naman natin yung neighbor discovery, no, sa IPv6. Yan. So IP version 6 neighbor discovery protocol provides the following services, no? Address resolution. Ibig sabihin, kung nagping tayo ng IPv6 for the first time, yung neighbor discovery protocol ang bahalang alamin, no, yung MAC address ng destination IP. Trabaho din ng neighbor discovery na kilalanin kung sino yung gateway sa network. Okay? And then redirection services. ICMP version 6 neighbor solicitation and neighbor advertisement messages are used for device-to-device messaging such as address resolution protocol. ICMP version 6 router solicitation and router advertisement messages are used for messaging between devices and routers, no? For router discovery. ICMP-B6 redirect message are used by router for better next hop selection. Ibig sabihin, kunyari, meron tayong multiple gateway, ano? Yan, yung tinatawag na better next hop selection. So let's try to view yung traffic doon sa IPv6 devices natin. Kaya lang na-disable ko na to, so close natin. Then recapture tayo. So ping. So capturing. Tayo sa capture. So ICMP-B6, filter natin siya. Neighbor solicitation, neighbor solicitation. So from 200 dB8 phase A's, gumamit siya ng multicast MAC address IPv6 destined to 200, no? Neighbor solicitation daw eh. Okay. Neighbor solicitation. And then neighbor advertisement kasi yung reply. Kumbaga ito yung katumbas ng ARP request. Ito, neighbor advertisement, yung katumbas ng ARP reply. Ayan siya. Neighbor advertisement 2000 dB8 base A's 200 is at this MAC address. Yan. So neighbor advertisement. So kung i-illustrate natin yung nangyaring communication between our Windows and Linux IPv6, no? So ganito nangyari. Hey, whoever has this address, send me your MAC address. Okay, neighbor solicitation message po yan. Then PC2 will reply, with neighbor advertisement message including its IPv6 address and its MAC address table or MAC address. Okay. So maikli lang itong coverage ng ating module number 9. Pero I hope itong ating maiksing topic and demonstration allows you to understand kung ano yung nangyayari sa network at kung ano yung purpose ng ARP at ng neighbor discovery protocol ng IPv6. So again, thank you for listening and watching.